All right, people. I hope that you're ready for some good education because I got a lot to cover in this video. We're going to go over the charts. We're going to go over what happened last week and what I think may happen this coming week. There may be some surprises, but nevertheless, we'll see how that goes. Before we get into that, let me go right into our results for the copycat group, first of all. And I'm very proud of what we have accomplished. And by the way, let me go here so you guys can always check out where you can go on our website. So let me shrink my head out of the way. Right here, you can go to our Super EZ Forex website, superezforex.com, and you can click right here on Join Our Advanced Trade Ideas group. And right here, if you want to join the Signals group, which I'm going to go over those numbers, astronomically nuts. Okay, last week was crazy. Just pips. Anyone want pips? Oh my God, pimped it out last week, all right? So you can always go there, and once you sign up, then just click on the login tab for the Signals group. You can do that. If you want to be in the copycat group where you're just tired of trading, you want us to trade for you, wait till you see these results, but you can always go right here. But here's the biggest tab. A lot of you guys are asking, so what's your trade results? Okay, here's where you click right here. And when you click right here, you see that it brings up our results since January. So we've been tracking this since January. So you can see in our first month, we had a 37 wins, no losses. And this is for the Signals group. Okay, this is where you get signals sent to you in the private Telegram group that you can take on your own. So if you want that, then here's the results. Then this is the pips in the live sessions with Miss Jenny, which also comes with the Signals group. So again, if you join our advanced membership group, both of these come with it. Okay. The signals sent out to you plus Jenny's live trade sessions, which are twice a week. Now, if you want us to trade for you, that will be our copycat service, and that's there. And you can see this is our results, good or bad. Here's the results. Okay, so you can get all this information right here. And as you guys can see, we have been rocking it out. We rocking it out. We had a little shaky month right here because you got to remember when the war started, it really decimated a lot of the markets and caused a lot of havoc in the market. So we started drifting off a little bit. This was our worst month, to be honest with you, and that's because there was nothing you can do. There was wars popping off, and when that happened, it caused a lot of commotion and instability in the markets. Right here, you can see we started doing a lot better, picking it right back up again, but we were still always profitable. This month right here, I just decided to take off. I wanted to travel. I wanted to do other things. So I do apologize that I did not keep any records. I just was here or there, to be honest with you guys, because I prefer to travel. And I really just got back 2 weeks ago from being out of the country. So I've just been traveling. So here we go. You can see right here. Now here's a switch up though. This gave me time to think, okay? Because a lot of you guys were saying, okay, I see for the copycat group that you guys have some wins and losses, but what's your pip count? How many pips did you make? So as you can see right here, I was recording our wins and losses. Right here, I took a break, and it was good that I did. Look what I did. I came right back. This is our first month, my first month back from traveling. And as you can see here, we had 20 wins, 5 losses for the month in the Signals group, 4 break evens. Look at last week. Oh my freaking God. In the live session, look at this. For the Signals group, 8 wins, no losses. 24,445 pips. This is why those who wanted to be a part of the trial group for the up and coming launch on Monday for the indice trades, this is what we were talking about. This is just in a month, 54,000 pips. And these are called out live in the session. Nobody can say that we're scamming because Miss Jenny calls these out live in the session. So you got 8 signals sent out to you. All of them were winners. And then on top of that, in the live session, you got made 24,445 pips on the indices. That is crazy. Oh, but it gets better because last week, and I need to redo this. Let's look at this. Okay, so let's do the numbers because what this did, this calculated, and let me do this. I want the sum of M2 through M5. So this should have calculated the sum of M2 through M5. So I got to go back and figure out that calculation right here because it didn't do this correctly. So let's manually do this. So we're looking at 85 pips plus 67 plus 402 plus 751 last week. So this past week we did over 751. And let me put this in here so you guys can see it, pips. So that's what we did. 751 pips. Oh, I know what the problem is. I see it already. Problem solved. All right, watch this, y'all. Don't put the word pips in there. And I just started this month, so forgive me. And you're seeing me do this as we speak. Take out the word pips, and it automatically calculates. So nothing was wrong with the calculation. Take the word pips out. So for the month of July, this is the total number of pips that we made. We did 1,305 pips for the month of July. 751 of them was just last week alone. Okay, so you can see what our results was, and this is why I switched from calculating wins and losses, which I had been doing, and people were saying, well, what's your pip count? What's your pips? So that's the reason why now you see that I took a break, was able to think things through, come right back, and now you have undeniable proof of what we have been doing, good or bad. Here's what we have been doing. So at the end of each week, I'm tallying up how many pips we actually did. Now, I also in the groups that I run, I also put in, and I'm getting to the charts. Just give me a moment. I want to cover this for you guys because a lot of you guys are asking, but you know, if you're going to ask me, you got to be patient and let me go over the information. So let me share this on screen with you guys. So this is what trades we took. Okay. And this is a report that if you want it, we can always post it into our private group for you. So right here, you can see right here, this is the trades we took. And this is the pairs we took them on. And you can see we still have 2 trades running. Oh, actually, this one should show closed out. But anyway, not a problem. So that one is closed out. So we lost 40 right here, 80, 92. So 92 lost, but out of the winners, look at this. Okay, so we had 3 winners, 3 losses, and 11 winners, and for a total of 751 pips. So if you want to calculate this yourself, you can go ahead and do it, but you can see we're starting to track how many wins and not the wins and losses. Yes, that's here, but when our report, we're strictly just reporting, okay, how many pips were we able to do for you guys that week? Now, keep in mind that our goal is always to get you anywhere from 500 to 800 pips a month. Okay, that's the monthly total. You can see we almost hit the monthly total this week alone. Are you seeing what I'm saying, you guys? So yes, we're blowing up. We're doing our thing. All right. So if you, again, let me get this out of the way. If you want that report, just go to our website, go here, click on join our advanced team, click on that report, and it's always available for you month after month, week after week. You can check it for yourself. If you want the signals group with the live sessions with Ms. Jenny, you go here. If you want us to copy trade, you want to be mirrored on our trades, then go right here. Okay. Now, let's move on to the charts because that's what a lot of you guys are here for. So last week, there was a ton of news that went on. And by the way, I will get to the news towards the end of this video because I did not get that prepared for you guys just yet. Actually, let's do it together. I'm going to bring that on screen. Let's knock it out right now. Okay, so you guys can see it's not on my report because I didn't do it yet. But let's take a look at it. So here's what's coming up this week. Okay. This coming week, and let me see if it stops on Monday or does it give me the whole week. Yeah, it stops. All right, so let's click on next week. And you can see where I'm getting my data from. I'm going right on my FX book, and that's where I'm getting my. So I'm on myfxbook.com. You can see that right there. And so let's start at this week, what's happening on Sunday. And that will be right here. So you can see Sunday, August 4th, which will be tomorrow. The markets will be open. You guys know I don't trade during on Sundays until around 9:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or New York time. So that means this news event should be gone by that time, and whatever happens with the charts, it is what it is. So I don't care about any of these news events. Right here, they don't matter to me. Now we're getting into Monday. We can see that the euro does have some PMI, which is production numbers, and so that's going to be running, but it's not something that's earth shaking. It could cause a little spiking, but nothing that can cause major movements in the markets. So therefore, just be cautious of this. And if you're using the 30-minute strategy with simplicity, that means that overnight during the London session, you're not taking trades anyway. You're waking up around 6:30 or around 6 to 7 o'clock or 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. New York time to even start looking for trade opportunities, which there may be a lot of them, and we'll go over that momentarily. All right. So other than that, a lot of just blah, 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 blah. blah, 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 which is good. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing important, nothing important. I don't see anything important. Okay. So we got through Monday. Let's go through Tuesday. Through Tuesday, this is going to be very important. Okay. Very, very important. So that needs to be, and I will put that on my news report so that you can keep track. Well, I can keep track. You should be keeping track of your own. But this one is one that is very important. So the AUD is going to come out with their interest rate news. Now that is important. So don't trade the AUD, and I would avoid even the NZD because they're somewhat tied together. They traded in the same session, so it could cause some commotion between those two when this interest rate news come out right there. Okay, so then let's move to unemployment numbers for the CHF, the Swiss. This is the silent killer. This may cause a little bit commotion in the Swiss markets because of their unemployment numbers. So if you're holding trades, make sure to use a room of your stop loss. But if not, then wait until after this passes and let it go. Okay, because they also had a retail sales. So this is going to cause a little turbulence in the CHF market, the Swiss franc. Okay, let's keep going. You can see the retail, that's not a big deal. It can cause a little spiking, but it's not that big of a deal. That's more of a stock market jumper than it is for the Forex market. All right, next we got the CAD with its balance, and that's okay. It's going to cause a little spiking, but nothing earth-shattering. Okay, let's keep going. I don't see anything yet. Hold on, let me slow this back down. I knew it. Let's go here. NZD, for whatever reason, when it does have something important, it don't make it that big of a deal. So I'm looking carefully. Let's go back for the NZD very carefully. And I'm glad you guys are doing this with me so you can see what my process is actually. Let me see if NZD come up with anything. Because NZD, for whatever reason, my FX book, when they come out with inflation numbers or certain other like reports, sometimes for the NZD, they make it medium. They don't make it big. They don't make it red. So I always got to be careful. I'm looking at the mediums as well as the reds, okay? Mediums, the yellows and the reds. I'm looking at both, okay? And so we see this is medium, nothing important, nothing important, nothing important. I mean, it can cause a little spiking, but nothing earth-shattering, okay? And we're stalking the markets. This could affect the CAD, okay? Because CAD has to do with oil, okay? And we have unemployment rates. So NZD on Tuesday, mark that NZD is coming out with that. Okay, next, inflation, okay, not that big of a deal, not that big of a deal, nothing, nothing, nothing. So pretty much it's still going to be a somewhat of a calm week coming up, nothing important that I see, outside the AUD coming out with their interest rates. Most of the noise happened last week, and now we're into Thursday, okay? Still don't see anything earth-shattering, nothing earth-shattering, okay? China, we don't trade China report, okay? Let's see, nothing. So like I said, all that turbulent up right here, CAD unemployment numbers, be careful. I don't like trading CAD, by the way, on Fridays. I noticed that even if you see a good setup on CAD, for whatever reason, every Friday CAD acts up. So avoid trading CAD if you can on Fridays, okay? I'm starting noticing that. It don't even have to have bad news, and all of a sudden, there you go. So the biggest news event, in my opinion, is going to be the AUD coming out with their interest rate report, which I think was on Tuesday, okay? All right, so now let's take a look. So you had the Fed interest rate announcement and NFP last week and a whole bunch of others coming out with noise. So that's the reason why this week it seems like it's going to be a little bit more quieter, okay? So in the beginning of the week, you know me, I like to trade with the trend. So when I'm seeing these setups, I see that this thing is setting up for upward movement. But when we go over here to the, let's switch over. I got a tab open for the Ocean Wave on the AUD CAD. The first thing I want to look at is time frames. Time frames. Okay, here's what I mean. I see that there's a buy opportunity, but knowing full well that typically on most Sundays, they try to go and push the price back into the trend. So what do I prefer to do? I prefer to take Ocean Waves information or just stay out of the trade at all. Okay, so I know there's a 30-minute arrow, but it's actually old in the first place. And number two, it goes against this trend. So realistically, on Sunday going into Monday, I'm actually looking this possibly can retest a bottom. Okay, see that? I'm thinking this can retest the bottom. So that's my interpretation on that one. Let's keep going. The CHF, that one, it dropped like a freaking rock. Oh my God, it went nuts. So nothing there to entertain my attention. This one as well, nothing there. Okay. All of these is what happened last week, but due to all these news events, you can see there was extreme levels that were broken. And so therefore, now you may have some early week turnarounds. Typically, they happen midweek reversals. You may see some setups earlier in the week, maybe around, could be as early as Monday, but typically around Tuesday this time because the markets just went completely off the rockers because of all that news last week. Look at this, just breaking through levels. Okay, so they may come back up for a breather, but either way it goes, personally, I'm still not going to look for any buy trades in these wrong directions. This one will probably retest to the top right here. So that's that. Look at that extreme. Now on Monday, I might look for something to set up. Monday morning around, like I said, if I'm going to look for reversal trades, which is what this is, I'm going to be looking around 6 to 7 a.m. New York time or Eastern Standard Time. So this one, because it shot up and did a huge breakout, this one could make a good turnaround and come down and rebalance itself. A lot of these just went completely off the range. Okay, you can see, especially the euro, it just went completely off the rocker last week. See this? Okay. You may even find them Sunday night. You might. That's up to you. But, just to make sure that all the sessions have had their feast at what happened, I prefer to wait until Monday morning, 6 to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time. And then I will switch over to this system and see, do I have to get a buy arrow or a sell arrow on the 15-minute and use our 415 strategy that we normally use with this simplicity system. But on Sunday, I don't think so. I'm not going to fool with it. Okay. They may push price even higher and retest levels like this one here. It may stop right here, but it could come up here and retest this level. So a lot of sellers are coming in trying to sell right here. And in essence, it comes back up and create that. Here's the head. Here's one shoulder. It may come up and retest this shoulder right here. You get what I'm saying? Let's take a look at it on the GA. And I'm going to look at this one. See that? Boom. See that buy arrow? What did I tell you? See that? On the 1 hour? Look at there. There's a buy arrow right there. Let me remove this ADR, average daily range, out of the way. Let's get rid of that, delete it, so you guys can see it for yourself. See that buy arrow? What is that telling you? Price is still above the main wave. It hasn't broken that main wave. It's still trying to hang up there. So again, it could come back up and do a retest. So which one would I trust? I would trust the ocean wave all day long for a retest to this level. Just like I told you guys, it can come up to this level here. Okay, and from where it currently is, that means if it does spike, that would be another 80-something pips. Let's double check that on this one here. So from here, now I could do anything. Yep, 80-something pips, just like I said. That could be something 80-something pips. But if you're not sure, guess what you do? Don't fool with it. And look at here, see? Here's on the 15-minute. Everybody who was sellers, look at what happened. Price action, broke through, came down. So this could become the new support level where resistance currently was, because it already broke through and now it came back, and it could say, okay, we've retested this level and now we've broken through it and we are going to use it as support, and we can go on up from there. So if this goes up from here, it could come all the way up by 85 pips. So that's what I'm looking at on this pair right here. Let's keep the party running. Same thing. See, it push due to news. It could stop here. Or if it doesn't, here is where it may go, okay? Again, this is why just waiting and being patient is more helpful, okay? I don't see anything there that I like. This could pop up, and if it does, it may come to this level here. Let me bring it down and retest this level right here. It could push and go through there, but if not, then it could stop right here and then just continue down. Okay, I really suggest just wait and watch what happens. Okay, watching with GU, I don't like anything about it. That one, let's take a look. See, that may give you an arrow on the 30-minute for a drop. If so, I would take it. I really would. So if this pushes higher and then turn around and give me a 30-minute arrow, heck yeah, I'll take it. Why? Because this has created a hard slant pattern that I taught you guys about. Anything that I'm sharing in this video that you don't understand, I always cover it on Wednesdays during my live session. So you can come to my live class and you can ask me questions and we can analyze it together. But since this is an overall downtrend right here, this could bounce up and do a retest and then come back around, and there you go. If so, I'm simply, me personally, and see, look how I drew that trend line, and it's right in line with this trend line, okay? See, the overall thing, it could come all the way down. It could do either one. So either way it goes, I will simply be waiting for a 30-minute arrow on this. And whenever that comes in, then yes, I will take it to the downside. But it could bounce back up and retest because everybody going to be in a sale. And so the markets on Sunday likes to go the opposite direction because they know where you're going. So they may come the opposite direction, come up and retest, and then come back down. So this is another reason why, for me personally, I prefer to just simply wait until what? Monday morning at what time? 6 to 7 a.m. New York time, Eastern Standard. Okay? All right? That's the reason why. I don't know what it's going to do, but if I had to choose a bias, I would be choosing for it to do a sell after a pullback. Okay? So that's where I'm going to wait for a 30-minute arrow. And if I get that bad boy, I'm going to ride it into the sunset, baby. Okay? Let's keep it going. All right, NZD Swiss. This one fell through the bottom. Fell through the freaking bottom, but this may be the bottom, and it could come back up and come back up again. All right, now NZD, still, again, these things shot up so massively, they're trying to do a retrace. This could come back up and do a retest again, same thing. From the 4-hour perspective, you see that? Same exact thing. It did hit this resistance, strong resistance level. It could come back up and retest it. So again, if I get an arrow on the 30-minute on this one after a retest to the top, absolutely, yes, I'll take that trade and wait for it to drop, okay? The JPY has been extremely strong after it going dump, and then the JPY government stepped in, and you can see they stepped in, and all these JPY pairs are crashing like a rock. Okay, let's look at this one. This one here, it did go down, but now it's retesting again. It dropped really hard, hit the average daily range, and bounced right up off that bad boy. So now it could retest this top, and then if you get an arrow, a 30-minute or a new 30-minute, because this one's already gone, it went up and already did what it do. So if now when it retests, if you get another one, or if you get a 15-minute arrow for a sale over here, that would be fine. Or if you don't even get another arrow, but it's retesting this level, then go ahead. That's what I'm going to do. If it retests this area, I'm going to tap that behind. I'm going to tap it. Yes, indeed. I'm going to slap them cheeks. All right, let's take a look at this over here. This is the USD Swiss. Again, the CHF pairs, they all went down like a rock. So that means the Swiss came out hard in the paint and knocked them all down, okay? So could there be a recovery? Yes, you could look for a recovery possibly. All right, JPY, USD JPY. I told you all the JPYs did the same exact thing. What if you took this, see that retest, and just rolled it all the way down? Ain't that beautiful? All right, let's take a look at gold. Everybody likes gold. Shiny. Look at that 30-minute arrow, just like I told y'all. See, this is what I'm saying. Just get up every morning and do your job. Get up every morning at 6 to 7, anywhere from 6:30. You can do 6:30. Let's just give you a general window. 6 to 7:30 a.m. New York time. Get up on every 5 days a week, and if you got the simplicity system, just wake up and look for arrows. Okay, look for the arrows. You can look for the 415er, which means you're on the 15-minute arrow, matching up with the 4-hour. According to what I teach in the tutorials when it comes with the system, or you can do the 30-minute arrow where you're looking for the 30-minute arrow, and as long as it makes sense to you off a 4-hour time frame. Hey, this looks like it's being rejected here, so now I got the 30-minute arrow. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Then take the arrow. If you get an arrow and it don't make sense to you, just do not take the trade. But this was a very clean trade on a Friday. Very clear that this is in a downtrend. Why? Because here's a high. You can see the dots. Here's a lower high. And then you got your arrow to the drop. And by the way, all this other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the arrows, the simplicity system and this sell zone and buy zone comes with simplicity. But all this other stuff is my sexy analyst trading system, which give you all the trend lines, the Fibonacci levels, and all the other goodies that comes with it. That is the sexy analyst, and those two combined will give you all the analysis tools you need. And again, that's also on our website, superezforex.com. It's just a small monthly subscription for those trading tools, but I don't trade without it if I'm going to use this system. I don't trade without it. Okay, you guys? Alrighty then. I didn't do much on the ocean wave because, again, a lot of these have done extreme levels. So you may be able to get a few more pips out of it. Like I said on this one, if I was to trade this one, I would definitely be using my ocean wave to the downside. Okay, look at there. Okay, I would be doing them to the downside. So you got a lot of these that have already done extreme levels. See, the CHF, by the way, is the best pair to trade, hands down, if you're going to be a trend trader. Okay, let me show you that real quick. Ocean Wave is the best system to use for it. Look at that. All day long. It never broke stride. Never broke stride. Okay. 30-minute, Boom, came back up and kept on going down. Look at that, okay? CHF is the best pair to trade. It is such a smooth moving pair. Let me go to the 1 hour. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Look at that. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. If you had to pick one pair to trade, pick the CHF, the Swiss franc, and choose any one of these pairs that you can get in on. They all did the same thing. Smooth as butter. Tons of pips are available using trading the CHF. So for me, I hope that it is bottomed out, because what I'm looking for is for it to go back the other way. And the earliest arrow that I would want to take on this, if it's going back the other way, would probably be the 15 or the 30-minute arrow going back the other way, because then I know for sure the trend has definitely changed. This is one of the best trending pairs in the market. If you're going to trade the trend and you want a trend friend, okay, here's the trend friend, and take the CHF and use the ocean wave system for that. And you can just forget about it, and I've really thought about that. And let me just say this in closing, you guys, because I really was thinking about this. How can a person get wealthy in this Forex market? Just live a lifestyle that you really want. If you want to avoid pairs that are completely neutralized from turbulence, my first choice would be the CHF, the Swiss franc, okay? Trading it with the ocean wave as a trend, not reversal, trend. The next quick pair would be my JPYs. As you can see, the JPYs are smooth as butter as well. So JPY would be the next one. So make sure you're writing this down, and let me write this down with you guys. And these videos, I realize only a few people ever watch them. You know why? Because most people want a quick 5-minute strategy. They don't stay long enough to get this education. But this is where they're going to end up never making it, to be honest with you. All right, JPY, CHF. Okay, and I'm going to give you my fourth. These are my 4 top pairs if you're going to trend trade. So number 1 is the CHF. As you can see, smooth as butter. We all agree, okay? Except for Swiss JPY. But even that one, you can see is still smooth as butter. Anything with the Swiss, trend trade that bad boy. Don't reverse it. Don't trade reversals. Don't trade reversals too often unless you're an expert trader, because it will keep on going. This thing is one of the best opportunities for trend trades, okay? So even this, would I buy here or sell? Absolutely, all day long. This thing is still saying on all these time frames to sell it. This is saying sell. So guess what I'm going to do? If I had to choose, I will be a seller on this one. I would trust what I'm seeing from the ocean wave. Next pair would be the JPY. Like I said, JPY you can see is very smooth. Okay, we're picking all the smooth pairs. JPYs, CHF. Okay, here's GJ, the dragon, which many people trade and they fail because they don't realize how strong the trend is. Once it enters into a trend, it very rarely breaks it. Okay, very rarely breaks it. And you can follow this on the 1 hour time frame with the ocean wave or the 30-minute. The higher time frames will truly tell you what the direction is on these pairs. So if you are trying to trade, in fact, I might do this. If you're truly trying to pass a prop firm, here's the only pairs you want to start looking at from here on out. Okay, so we said the Swiss. Number 2 would be JPY. Number 3 would be CAD. Let's take a look at CAD. Now, CAD is the 3rd place because it does have some turbulence, but if you see it from the 30-minute, you can still see that it runs pretty smooth on most pairs, not all, most pairs. Okay, CAD JPY, CAD Swiss. Okay, let's take a Euro CAD. See that? Still smooth, small candles. Let's look at GCAD. Now see how this one, see, and then turn around. See, now it has broken the trend. Okay, has broken to the neutral zone, and we got a sell trade. I'm just waiting for that bad boy to calm down because there was big news coming out. So I still want to wait and be patient and wait for this thing to turn down. Once it breaks below, back and going back down, then I'll get in. See right here, this is where this comes into handy, because you may say, oh, I got an arrow, but this is still saying there's some turbulence there. Wait, there's no agreement here. This saying that it's uncertain. You got early arrow saying it's still in the buy, so this thing could have went down just a little bit, which it did, and then it could be coming right back into the main trend and continuing back up. So this is where this tool comes in handy, because it straightens out and tells you whether you need to be in that bad boy or stay up out of it. See how this have total agreement the whole time. Every time frame is in agreement from the 1 minute to the daily. But when you go to this one doesn't have that agreement. So you don't want to just jump in because the arrow showed up. Wait for confirmation. Wait. Okay. Now let's take a look at NCAD. See this one? See how it's turning the corner? This will be one of those that I will say yes. See that 30-minute arrow? That's what I said. Follow the 30 or the 1 hour. So this is already showing me that the corner has been turned on this one. So at this point, what would I do? I would be buying this all day. I'll buy it. I'll stay in the buy trade. So look at that strong MACD, half and half. You see that? Every time frame earlier is now saying, yep, we think it's a go. This is exactly what I said. Look at this. This is just gorgeous. See that? CAD, 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 CAD. Here it is on the 1 hour. See? You would have made a boatload of money from this arrow here to here. That was 177 pips. Let's go here. Go back to NZD CAD. Okay, right here. Go to 30-minute. You had already been up 52 pips on that. Okay. All right. My fourth and last but not least would be the NZD itself. Okay, NZD. AUD NZD. See, it was smooth, then it was smooth down. Let's take a look at Euro NZD. Look at how smooth that was. Smooth. Okay. GBP NZD. Now, I like this because it's starting to turn under. Let's go to 30-minute and let's take a look. Woo, 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 baby. Look at that. With this one, you are already been up. How many pips from here to here? Oh, man. About 164 pips already to the downside. See? And it's smooth. Smooth. Okay. NZD CAD. See, it's turning up. Turn up, baby. Turn up. NZD CHF. I can't wait for this one. This is going to be the smoothest of them all. So I can't wait for that one to turn up a bit. See, right now, smooth. NZD USD. I doubt anybody has made it this far in the video. Oh my God. See, this one I'm talking about. Smooth. See how small that was? Just smooth. 1 hour shows that all the candles have broken above. This is a buy for me. Oh my God. Yes. This is what I'm looking for. It can do its pullbacks. I will put my stop right here below this arrow. That's where I will put my stop from where price action currently is. I will put it there. That's about 78 pips, and that's okay. But this is what I'm looking for. Early break on the 30-minute time frame, and just stay there. Stay with it. NZD JPY. See how smooth that is? Look at that from 1 hour. So my 4 pairs that I would trade if I was trading a prop firm challenge would be those 4 pairs. And again, let me give it to you in order. The CHF, number 1. Number 2, JPY. Number 3 will be CAD. And number 4 will be NZD itself. Those are the 4 pairs. Okay. All right, you guys. Hope this video was helpful. I'm only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, basically 3 minutes over. I tried to do a 30-minute video for you guys for the review. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know. Bye.